Yeah, baby, we know we got to talk about these Aaron Rodgers these comments that my man Killer Cam had to make on Mr. Aaron Rodgers. All right, so hit that like button one time for the culture, and don't forget to subscribe either if you're new to the channel. Tons of fun on the front end of it says Cam needs to shut his mouth. It's bad enough Deshaun Elliott mentioned retirement. Complain about money last year. Now I'm saying that, shaking my head. Now listen. For those of you that don't know, for those of you that may have been elsewhere, the big dog did speak, Killer Cam. Yes, and basically what he was saying was, I'm not going into any darkness retreat. I'm not doing any of this extra recruiting. My recruiting pitch to Aaron Rodgers is you either want to be a Pittsburgh Steeler or you do not want to be a Pittsburgh Steeler. It's that simple. And if you do, great. If not, in the words of him, no skin off of his back. And largely that's due to the fact that we've seen how the Aaron Rodgers watch has extended now going into 2 weeks of free agency, with some speculation out there that it might even go past the draft. And that's the part that a lot of people, when you're talking about Aaron Rodgers, that's kind of wearing on them. When you're talking about the Steelers, whether it's Cam Heyward thinking of it from a pride standpoint, we the bleeping Pittsburgh Steelers, man. We ain't kissing nobody's butt. We not chasing behind nobody, man. You either want to be here or you don't. I love that mindset. I love that mentality. But you're also going to have some of the other people that have what? Hey, man, we need a quarterback like yesterday. We haven't won a playoff game since I was out there playing, which is a long time ago. Was it 2016? It's been a long time. So can a beggar be a chooser, so to speak? And for that, I can understand the people that are like, shut your mouth, Cam. You better sit here, get that man Aaron Rodgers, whatever he needs, however long you need to wait, because if he does come in here, that gives us a better chance of winning in the postseason. I get that crowd as well. But then I also get the crowd that's like, man, he a lot. And his skills have definitely started to diminish. And for him to still carry himself as if he's the, MVP, people's champion, all this other stuff. Come off your high horse a little bit. We'd rather roll with Mason, load up the box with him, and then let the chips fall where they may. I get that. That was kind of my sentiment on Monday, and that's kind of what I've been shifting to, because I also have run out of patience at times. Not saying that you can't reset the clock, though, right? And that's what I'm trying to do when I think of Rodgers. I think the last report I saw was that the Steelers were giving him a 1-year offer, and if he takes it, great. But at the same time, they are preparing to move forward with their quarterback, plan, and that could be just their focus on the draft. And if that is the case, I am completely fine with that as well. Is Aaron Rodgers a heck of a player? Yes. Is Aaron Rodgers still a guy that can elevate your roster at this stage? Yes. But at the same time, does Aaron Rodgers have some limitations? Yes. Has he fallen a little bit off from where he once was? Yes. And that's normal at that age, along with coming off the Achilles. Does Aaron Rodgers bring a lot from a, personality and, temperament standpoint? Yes, he does. We get all of that. But at the same time, comparing Rodgers to the options, right? Whether that's Russ, whether that's Mason, whether that's trading for a quarterback right now that we would deem as viable, right? We brought up some dudes last show. Was it Brock Purdy, Kyler Murray? We talked about Trevor Lawrence. We talked about. If we're comparing Rodgers to any of these college kids coming out right now, none of those guys, to me, give you a better chance of winning next season more than Aaron Rodgers. And that's what I'm sure the Steelers are looking at talent-wise, just talent alone, and they're saying, Rodgers gives you the best chance. After Rodgers, you go Russ, and then after Russ, you start looking at some of these younger players, because now it shifts from, can we win it all this year? Then it shifts to, all right, which one of these guys is going to be competitive this year, but we can see them in our long-term plans in the next, 3 to 4 years type concept. Those are some of the things that we plan back and forth with, and I'm torn. Because yes, Rodgers is still our best option, but at the same time, I am tired of this game that he's playing, man. And I get it, man. He's earned the right to take his time. But at the same time, the Steelers don't have to abide by, his timeline. They could still operate on their own and say, well, hey, man, we do appreciate, who you are and the way that you conduct your business. But for us, the timelines just didn't match. And I think the Minnesota Vikings, they kind of already said that. They said that they're going to roll or go forward with J.J. McCarthy. So now as we're sitting here, I'm looking and I'm like, all right, you losing out on some teams per se, Aaron Rodgers, the longer you wait. And shoot, right now we done brought in Mason Rudolph. We feel good in the sense that, yes, Mason could get us out of a stadium. If Mason had to start, we would feel fine with that. So it's like, all right, how much longer until the Steelers say, okay, Russ, we want you to come back. Or if not Russ, hey, we're just going to draft somebody. Like, that's where it's about to start getting to. And, that's one of the things that I'm sure for Aaron Rodgers, he's considering. But I think all of those factors, all those variables are at stake or at play here. And that's why we all are just kind of like, yo, I don't know if I love it. I don't know if I hate it. I don't know if I want him anymore. I don't know if I don't want him anymore. And hearing Cam kind of speak on it, you could kind of hear it just seems like, he's tired of the pre-show to the circus already. It's like, bro, you ain't even got here yet. You already started to wear on people's patience, man. You got to chill, bro. Like, you either in or you out. And Deshaun Elliott, obviously for him, he just simply, flat out say, hey, man, keep that retirement over there, man. We won't need him. All right. And that's because a lot of dudes, like I said, they just don't feel like dealing with the Rodgers effect. What we're seeing right now. We all are feeling it and we don't love it. But at the same time, we would all say, yeah, we wouldn't hate him being on the team. We wouldn't hate him playing quarterback because he's still, talent-wise, he's very gifted. So here we are. But, that's kind of why I'm at with it right now with Rodgers, man. We're going to have some patience. But I do like the fact that we're at least trying to take some of that driver's seat back by doing the whole 1 year. This is what it is. We will see how you act going forward. I do like that part. All right. But